Plaintiff Marquette Price says the defendant lives in her neighborhood, and she believes he's robbed her 3 different times. Marquette claims after the most recent robbery, neighbors identified the defendant as the thief, so she's suing for the stolen property. Defendant Michael Williams has no idea what Marquette is talking about because he has never robbed her. Yet after the incident, Marquette had other neighbors harass him, and her family member threatened him with a gun. He's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Yep. So I just want to start with that. This is a case, Your Honor, I have brought to the court for the safety of my neighborhood. I'm here for the hardworking people in my neighborhood, such as myself, to help preserve the neighborhood.
Where you all live?
Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is the inner city. And like I said, I'm bringing this case to fight for the hardworking people, of my community. I'm passionate about, it being safe, especially since, I have children. They reside in my home. And a lot of the crime that takes place, in the neighborhood is done during the day. I've been a victim of robbery 3 times, and I feel like Mr. Williams is responsible for all 3 times. My house has been broken in 3 times in the past year.
Why do you feel he is?
I feel he's responsible because the neighbors are telling me it's him. They saw
Let me get some background from him first.
Okay.
Young man?
Okay. First of all, I don't know what she talking about. Okay, I ain't do nothing. I stay in the house, and when I'm not in the house, I'm on the porch and we smoking. You know what I'm saying? We smoke weed, but that don't mean that we criminals. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that we breaking into people's houses.
You're a criminal if the law there in the state doesn't allow smoking at all, medical or recreational. You're a criminal if you're not 21 and you're smoking weed. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you're right.
Smoking weed is treated like alcohol is. You can't drink under 21 with weed. You can't smoke under 21. And all you young folks out here who think because the law has changed in many, many states, no. All of you all, if you're not 21 young folks, you are breaking the law. What do you do other than sit on the porch, you say, or sit at home?
Okay.
What do you do other than sit in the home all day? You say, I'm home all day.
I don't be home all day.
Oh, I thought that's what I heard. I'm in the house all the time.
I do work for somebody that works in the store in the neighborhood.
You do
so
work
we go to Chicago.
At the store? Or?
No, we go to Chicago, Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
What do you sell?
Indiana. No, he do
What
agriculture. Agriculture and landscaping and stuff like that.
All right, that's okay. And you ride with him and do
So when I'm not at home, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, how often do you do that in the winter?
In the winter, I don't do it in the winter.
What do you do in the winter?
Really, I don't know.
You don't know what you do?
Just be at the house.
Right.
Watching my dad. My dad is sick.
Oh, watching your dad. How far did you go in school?
I made it to the last grade of school.
Did you
12th
graduate?
grade. No.
Why? If you were in the 12th grade, about to graduate, why didn't you?
Because I got expelled.
For what?
For fighting.
Okay. You sound like you're going directly to prison at some point real soon. That's where you're coming across today. And if you've done what she says you've done, and it sounds like from my interaction with you, you have, I hope you go to prison very soon to keep you from getting killed. I project, unless you change your life immediately, you're going to prison based on our interaction there. Put your hand down. Nobody want to hear that. Sit up here lying and talking about what you do every day. You don't do nothing but get on the porch and smoke weed. Hopefully you don't break into people's houses.
Hopefully.
And then during the winter, you don't work at all. You watch your daddy. Coming here with the presentation that you have today. Leaning all over. That's how you started out. Hair looking crazy. That's not how you come into a courtroom, sir. How far did you go in school?
I made it to the last grade of school.
Did you graduate?
No.
Why? If you were in the 12th grade, about to graduate, why didn't you?
Because I got expelled.
For what?
For fighting.
Okay. You sound like you're going directly to prison at some point real soon.
Plaintiff Marquette Price says the defendant is her neighbor, and she's suing him today because she believes he robbed her home 3 different times.
Go ahead.
Yep. So in 2016, Your Honor, I became a first-time homeowner. That's how me and Mr. Williams became neighbors. I'm a first-time homeowner. Bought my house in October 2016, and like I said, this case is about preserving the neighborhood. My daughter called me July 17th and stated that our house had been broken into. I was at the grocery store. She stated that she needed to brace herself before she went in. We contacted police. They came and did their thing, scouting the back door. We were trying to assess how they possibly got in. It was determined that they went in through the back porch, basically climbed my back kitchen windows, and then went up to the back porch and kicked the door in on the property. After the police did their thing, we went around and became our own real life detectives.
Did they make a report? Let me see the report.
Yep, the report is right here.
You have a witness that was there that
Yes.
has firsthand knowledge, or at least some sort of knowledge to corroborate your story. This is the police report, ma'am?
Yes, this is the police report, because there were numerous items. They gave me all of that, Your Honor. But
none of that mentions him as a suspect because you did not hear anything by that time?
I hadn't heard any. I don't know what's going on as far as the case.
When did you hear something and who told you?
Mr. He lives directly behind me.
What did he tell you?
He told me out of his own mouth that he saw Mr. Williams in the alley selling TVs the day of the robbery. It was approximately 4:30. He actually said verbatim, this is what he said. He said that Mr. Williams said, "Just give me 80 for the TV." And then after he got through telling me those things, he said, "I thought you knew Mr. Williams was responsible for breaking into your house, because he's also responsible for the other times." And
that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. He came to
So why hadn't he done anything? Why is he just telling you on the third time then, if he knew he was responsible for the other two?
I honestly feel like he has been didn't want to come forth because he's basically best friends with his dad.
Let me allow the young man to speak again in defense of himself, and then we'll get to your witness. Yes, sir. Any of this stuff you know of?
Listen, she just told a whole bunch of
Don't
lies.
say listen to me. That's not how you talk to a judge. You're going to learn very well how to talk to judges, I suspect.
No,
Go ahead.
Don't do that. But everything she just said was a lie. We lived in that neighborhood for 22 years or 23 years. We never had a problem with no other neighbor. Just the only neighbor that came and said
You have any other neighbors
like
here today?
I don't have any other neighbors here, but there are other neighbors that said they are aware that he is a thief.
Go ahead.
We never had no problem. Nobody.
Who?
Like at my house, me and my dad. Okay. We never had no problem. But the police coming, knocking on our doors, people come knocking on our doors, people pulling up on me with guns and asking me questions. Is you the one that broke into my auntie house? And as I'm telling them no, they like, bro, we not trying to hear that. You did it. You know what I'm saying?
Who is?
So basically,
Who are
her family, whoever she called.
Okay.
So after this, the police came to my door. They said, this lady basically going off nothing against you. She don't got no proof, no evidence, and we heard that she been harassing you. So basically, I was finna file harassment, but I never did that.
Okay.
I just decided to.
So, all right. So what you just told me is that the woman made reports to the police. The police said they do not believe her at all. In fact, we're here to see if you want to charge her with harassment. All right. Your witness here?
Yes. Witness here.
Come on up.
How you doing, Judge?
Good. State your name.
I'm Montreal Adele. I'm the one who he admitted that he broke into my auntie house to. I came over the third incident. I didn't even know about the first two until the third one. So I caught him leaving his house, so I pulled around the corner.
How are you associated?
This is my auntie.
Got it.
I pulled around the corner. He had his shirt off with the same jeans, the same sweatpants on that's in the picture that I got. I asked him sitting in the car, is this you? He said, no. So I opened my car door, I get out, and I standing face to face. This is not you. He said, yeah, that's me. I couldn't see it at first. I said, so where's my auntie, cameras and everything else at her house? I'm walking around looking for it right now. And I believe he the one who took it.
You sound very convincing. What about this picture you say you took?
It's a picture of him with no shirt on. So I wasn't the one who pulled up on you?
Sir?
Yeah, you the one that put up on me with the gun.
Tell me what happened.
Listen, put up on me with the gun.
Did I tell you about saying listen to me?
I'm sorry. It's just a habit. It's a habit.
Go ahead. Well, you're going to break that habit in court. Go ahead.
Sir. So I think he the one that put up on me with the gun. And
Think or no?
he flashed the gun. He was like, and he pulled out his phone. He's like, "This your picture? Or you the one that broke into my auntie house?" While he showing the picture of his phone. And I'm like, "Nah, bro, you tripping. That couldn't be me, because I don't break into people's houses." Then he hopped out with the picture like, "So this not you? So if I call my auntie blah, 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 and ask her, is this you?" She gonna say no. Why he holding the gun like this? And I'm like, "Bro, I don't know what she told you, but I don't break into people's houses." You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, "So where all the cameras and all this, the stuff that you took?" I'm like, "Bro, I ain't
Put
got
your hand
nothing
down. I'm not interested in talking to you. Go ahead.
And I'm telling him I don't got nothing to do with that, and I don't know what happened. And I told him, like, I was looking out trying to find out what happened to it in the neighborhood. That's when.
Oh, you were helping out. That's when he came to stop you, you were helping out, looking for what
I was
happened.
going to the store.
Oh, I thought you said you
No,
were
I'm
looking.
saying I would ask, cause look, he got a gun to me. I would say anything I can. You know
Oh,
what
so
I'm saying?
you told him you were out looking
told
for it.
him-
Listen to me. Now, you just told me that you were looking for the things.
That's what I told him.
Got it.
Because he had a gun on me.
Okay, he pulled the
I'm not
gun.
looking for
He
that.
said, "I'm looking for it right now."
Basically.
Plaintiff Marquette Price says the defendant is her neighbor, and she's suing him today because she believes he robbed her home 3 different times.
Your counterclaim is because they did what to you, sir?
Because of now when I go and look,
Look, there you go again. I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk to the next judge like that. Your counterclaim for emotional distress is dismissed. I don't believe you're entitled to any emotional distress. I believe you're entitled to an arrest and prison. I believe them 100%. They're clear and concise, trying to protect the neighborhood. She got to call her nephew over, who you know don't play, and he came over there, gun or no gun. You were gonna talk to him, the little scroungy behind and as big as he is. You were gonna talk to him, doctor, and you did. And you confessed to it. As he said, I believe in 100%. Good luck to you all. Thanks for protecting your neighborhood. Continue to do so. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. I hope you change your life real soon, because you act in your posture. Look at you there now.
Why
Turn
would
your
I
head to
listen?
that. Have a good day.
Thank
Judgment
you,
for
Your
the
Honor.
plaintiff.
Thank you,
Your
Your
claim
Honor.
is dismissed.
Love you, Judge.
Plaintiff Bria Johnson says after she started working with the defendant, Bria heard she smoked a lot of weed. Bria is suing because she claims the defendant hit her car and then fled the scene, and Bria suspects she was high at the time. Defendant Jamaica Davis says after this incident, Bria not only harassed her at their job, but she also brought people to their job to fight Jamaica. As a result, Jamaica claims she was fired, so she's countersuing for lost wages.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor. I'm from Detroit, and as you may know, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
That's right.
I'm also in the car club, the Motor City Chargers and Challengers. There we do a lot of charitable work, volunteer work. I even met my fiance there. And
What type
then
of charities you all worked with?
we doing food drives. We search for missing persons, things of that sort. And then January 2019, I began working with the defendant at a dental insurance company, and then, which was perfect because I have a love for dentistry, and then I was also experienced in customer service. So it had been rumored to me that Jamaica did a lot of weed, and I think that kind of led up to her hitting my car and not coming back, even when asked by the police to come back to the scene.
Okay. We're going to get into that, but how were you all as co-workers, and how long were you co-workers?
From January up until July, so about 7 months.
Okay. How was it working with her?
Things were well. We were on the same team. No complaints.
Okay. Just this incident that we're referring to. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Okay. So I want to start from the beginning, Your Honor. I do want to say that Bree does have some nerve.
Some nerve? You
Some
think?
nerve. Yes, she does.
Why?
Because Bree is the reason why I lost my job on the day of the incident. She brought people up to my job to try to fight me on that day. And before this,
That's a lot.
she had harassed me continuously to the point where our supervisors had escorted
about
her
what?
about this matter.
Okay, let
Never
me find out
harassed
what the specifics. You tell me what happened.
Okay, so I'm sitting at my desk working, and then I was notified by the security at my job that someone had hit my car. So I go outside. By this time, the police had arrived. I go outside and notice that my front end of my car is completely wrecked. Like, it's not drivable or anything. So the police were out there. They called her to get her to come back. Originally, she said she was coming back. And then about an hour later, they called back. She still didn't come back. She said she wasn't coming back to the scene. So at that point, they charged it as a hit and run, which I do have proof of. I have the police report.
Let's see that.
Thank you.
And also, I have pictures of the damage, and I have a video showing the damages. So she didn't return to the scene.
I object, Your Honor. She said that when we spoke with the police, that after the hour, I told them that I was not coming back. I asked them, should I come back? And they said that since I was not there, then they were going to send a, just basically send something to the court for a hit and run. And I said, that was fine. I'll take care of that.
Plaintiff Bria Johnson is suing her former co-worker, who claims Bria harassed her at work, and as a result, she was fired.
Let me see what we have here.
She said she also didn't know she did this.
Wow.
Which I think, unless you high, you have to feel that.
Oh, you heroin, you can still feel that.
So then her and I later on talked that evening, and she asked for the estimate. I sent her a photo. At the time, I didn't have the estimate because the car got towed to the shop the next morning.
Well, let me go over what the lie the police told on her. You said that you did not realize you had struck the car. Police says, based on the excessive damage, it is unreasonable to believe that you didn't realize you had struck the car. They also said you were not willing to return to the scene of the accident.
That is incorrect.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to read that lie off.
Okay.
Yeah, they lying on you. They know you would have rather had that hit and run charge.
That is wrong, but
Yeah,
okay.
I know that. I told you. You said, okay, that's fine. All right. So that's where we're at so far. You give me some explanation on the car, then we'll get to the other mess.
Okay. Previously, to what escalated up to this situation, when I left work, I pulled off. I was in a rush to go get my daughters. I hit her car, and I didn't pay attention to hitting her car, to be honest. And one of my coworkers called me, and they said, "Hey,
you didn't feel it?"
No, I did not. Yet.
Okay.
I didn't. And they said, "Hey."
Then you were numb?
I mean, to be honest, no, but I
Okay.
just didn't feel it.
All right.
But my coworker had called me and said, "Hey, we basically seen that you had hit a car." And I said, okay, well, that's when I contacted my supervisor, and I spoke with my supervisor, and my supervisor did mention that the police and everything was already on the scene. I spoke to the police, I spoke with Bree, I told them to give her my information, and if they need, that's when I said, if I need me to come up here, he was like, hey, we're gonna charge you with a hit and run. I was like, okay, I'll deal with that when I deal with that, pretty much, because my mindset was not okay.
Because you don't have time.
No, not that I didn't have time.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you want to go back?
I could have went back. I was just picking up my daughters, and that's the only reason. I let them know. I kept informing them that I was picking up my daughters. That's what I was doing, and that I could come back. And he said, there's no need. We're going to send for the hit and run. And then I just said that that's okay.
Okay. Good enough. And anything else you want to say about it other than you were told not to come back, that you were told instead to go down and charge yourself with a hit and run? And you said, okay, good idea. Did you go charge yourself?
I did appear in court, yes. I
For
went
hit
to
and
court
run?
for this matter. I did. I'm on a payment plan currently with the court in West Bloomfield.
Okay. What's the problem here with the damages?
So the estimate came to $1,465, which I did show her that, and then she agreed to pay. To get it started, it was $500. She agreed to pay that on that Friday, which was payday for the both of us. By the time Friday came, she had a whole nother story. She couldn't pay me because she was going to turn up in Miami for her birthday. And she can give me $250 the next week, which I still never got that either.
I object, Your Honor.
Okay, what part? What part do you object?
The part that I told her that I was going to turn up in Miami, because I have text messages from our entire conversation pretty much saying, yes, what I can pay and what I cannot pay. So I let her know through the text messages.
You mean on a payment plan, you mean? Can't pay?
No, sir. She had mentioned that $500, and when she had needed it by, I told her that I could give her $250 on that following Monday. The incident happened that Tuesday, so I let her know that I could give you $250 on this day, and then I could give you. I have the text messages if you want them.
I have the text messages as well.
I'll let you finish telling me first.
Okay, and I let her know basically what I can do as far as the payments, and then she said that is not going to be suffice. She said that she didn't want to go through her insurance because she got into an accident. Her fiance had
He'll increase the rate. What you do to her will increase her insurance rate, right?
Correct. And I let her know.
She don't want to pay for your mistakes.
Right.
I agree. I wouldn't
Your
take it to my
Honor.
insurance either. You'd have to pay for it. You
Correct.
did it.
And I let her know that I was at fault and that I did not have a problem paying whatever her deductible is. And that does
Deductible?
show in her text message.
She don't want a deductible means she has to claim it on her insurance. She doesn't want to.
Okay.
People don't have to claim something on their insurance when someone does something to them. You don't have to claim it. You did it to me, now pay me. Restore me. Pay the damages you did to me. I don't want to use my insurance on this.
I understand.
Use your insurance or you're not getting a dime. Did that even sound rational?
Plaintiff Bria Johnson is suing her former coworker, who claims Bria harassed her at work, and as a result, she was fired.
So that's your defense, that she wouldn't take the deductible? What's your other defense to paying for the damage you did?
I do not owe her the money for the car because she is the reason why I lost my job.
Okay, those two have zero to do with each other. Now, what do you want to tell me about your counterclaim? How does she owe you for lost wages?
So I did lose my job leading up to this. Bree had kept coming over to my desk, and we were told previously to not have any contact with each other while we're at work to handle this matter on our own.
Oh, she came over to your desk about this?
Correct.
And said what?
She was coming to my desk to say, hey, when are you going to have the money? Hey, and stuff that we had already spoken about through the text messages. So she was coming to basically explain that again. So the supervisors and other team leads noticed her kept coming to my desk. So they pulled both of us to the side and told us both, hey, this is a matter that should be handled outside of work, not in office, handle it on your own. So I thought that I agreed, and I said, okay. So after they got done speaking with us, Bree came over to my desk again. She was barely clocked in, and the supervisor caught her at my desk again after they told her to not come back to my desk again.
Obviously, they fired her immediately.
Well, they had walked her out from my knowledge, and then
Hold on.
they walked her out to my knowledge, and then my supervisor came back over to me, and she said, hey, we let her go off of the premises today because we told you guys, not to have any contact. I said, okay. So as the day went on, I was informed by security and my supervisor. Before I had left, my supervisor came upstairs to get me, and she said, we have seen Bree and two other people circling the building. And security said that they caught Bree ducking down in the back, and she had two drivers, and they thought that she came back up there to fight me. So they did not want to send me out on my own, so they wanted to walk me to my car, pretty much. So I let them know, like, hey, that's not needed because my fiance is coming up here to pick me up, so I should be okay. I don't have a problem with that. So they pretty much just let me know, update us if anything else happens from that point. Past that point, I had no contact with Bree at all.
Okay.
So I feel that the reason why the situation escalated at this point, like I told you, I admitted that I did, and I tried to work something out with her, but it escalated to the point where we both lost our job.
Yeah, and I'm not hearing how your firing occurred. I heard what happened with her. They walked her out, and then they offered to walk you for protection, and you said no. What happened then that cost you your job? I haven't heard you say that.
They let me know.
After they offered to help you.
Right.
Because they were concerned about your safety. So they said, well, let me help you. You've done nothing wrong. We'll provide you with a personal escort for your security. That's how much we care about you. When did they flip on you? They said, we changed our mind. We don't care after all. In fact, you're fired. That's when I'm missing something.
Okay, understood.
Tell me.
So a week had passed since the incident, and then they had...
After they ushered her out?
Yes. And They asked me to, my supervisor came upstairs to get me, and then she was in a room with our HR department, and they had the paperwork there. And they said, we have to let you go because of where this incident had went, and also that the accident happened on their property.
Okay, and that meant to you that she got you fired.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how you interpret that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me dismiss your claim. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Have a good day.
I feel like justice was served. When you do something, you have to pay the consequences.
I don't have anything to say regarding this matter.